They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. The Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense has the ball first today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, a defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Bachmeier. He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
So Bowling Green's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on 3rd down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the 3rd down conversion and a new set of downs.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Anderson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BG! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The play action fake. They're working that left side. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws for the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Bowling Green! That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage, you got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Paul. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Anderson wants to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll run the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Ware. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. BYU lines up quickly. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ware. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Anderson will throw. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Falcons are on the move. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the punt. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. The give to the back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about...
Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Anderson will throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off play action on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat, and he was able to get him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BG. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. The short hands. It's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Falcons have taken it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Under fire. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship.